guys, it's Emily from Aussie Debt Free Girl here, back with another video for you all. This is a grocery haul. We are over budget. I needed some more nappies, so we're over budget on our nappies household budget. And I got a few stock uppy items because we're low on a few key things. And things have changed slightly budget-wise, so I got a few conveniency items. I'll explain more in the video. So we have a little Woolworths haul, little in items, not little in cost, obviously, because that's the times we're living in. And there's some changes happening. I am over budget. We're going to have to change our budget. Our situation has changed a bit, good and bad, or it just in a way that affects our budget on a weekly basis. So let's get into that. Let's start with the household. So household-wise, we have a $2 clean laundry liquid. The washing machine I was given doesn't like washing powder. It clogs up. It just doesn't wash well. It just doesn't get it out of the little compartment very well. So I've moved to washing liquid and it's working great. And this is really nice, this apple scented one. It's $2 for 2 liters. So great, awesome, love that. Then we have nappies. There's a $11.50 as always. We go through, I think, 2 of these a month now, roughly. So there's that. We have carrots, which was $1.10. We put carrots in everything, dice them up, put them in like our meat and our burgers, slice them. The kids take one sliced up in each lunchbox every day, so we always need carrots. A Bell's Farm winter veg. These are $4.20 now. I'm still grabbing these. We are putting up veggies to freeze, but it's really good to have these on hand, these mixes that I can just quickly throw into a pot and boil and add as an extra side for dinner. We've had a few times in the last couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, where we've had extra people rock up for dinner sort of unexpected. So being able to throw on a pot of these and add that as another side really makes everything go further. I also grabbed these cut green beans because they're still $2.80 at the moment and they're not going to be locked in for very much longer, so they're probably going to go up. So I grabbed those to have on hand. Green beans are just easy to throw in everything. They're also mostly go into my curried sausages with the carrots over here. All right, we have our standard 2 3-liter milks, which we always get, so that's $4.50 each. We got the polenta. Now I use the polenta as cornmeal because it's hard to get in Australia, and this works just as well. I use this to make the cornbread. I've got a lot of more, loved the cornbread, but I've got a lot more cornbread recipes I want to try. And it's a great gluten-free alternative. And it makes my flour go further, which is good too. And the kids just love it. So these are usually $3.50, I believe, off the top of my head, and I have trouble getting them because they're usually out in the international aisle. They don't keep many in stock. Like I think they only fill the shelf with like 5 or 6. But these are on special, and these are on special for $2.85, I believe. So I grabbed 2 of those, one for the cupboard because we're all out of the last bag, and one for the stockpile because this is now going to be a staple in our house. Love that. So stocked up on that. Speaking of which, I needed some gluten-free pasta. I only have 1 small bag of pasta, like shells or whatever you'd call them left, which is macaroni, which I'm planning to turn into macaroni and cheese this week. And then I only have some lasagna sheets and like a small amount of spaghetti. That's not enough pasta, obviously, for my family, but also not for me. I like to have a couple of packets on hand so that I can quickly whip up something for me if the kids and hubby are having something I can't have. But none of them are really on special except for these ones or the San Remo. I don't like San Remo. I don't like paying more than $3.50 for these. Yes, before you tell me, Coles gluten-free pasta is cheaper than that, but it goes very gluggy. It's not a good texture and it's not good for the way I cook if I want to do a 1-pan meal or if I want to do like a pasta bake where you cook the pasta and then you recook the pasta in the oven. They just don't hold up. So I love the pasta Roma and the Barilla. The Barilla was super expensive, but these were actually on 2 for $7, which works out to be $3.50 each, which is what I'm willing to pay. So I grabbed two. I grabbed a rigatoni and a farm animals. I figured I can do this for a night when I'm making just a big one-pot meal for everyone. So there's $7 there. Now, coming down here. This is part of how our budget's changing a bit. I'm going to have to increase our food budget, not because I can't make it work. It is a little hard on the meat depending on what specials there are around. But thankfully it's good produce time, so we've been able to do the $300 a month up until now. What's changed is hubby is working 13, 14, 15-hour days, at least 3 or 4 days of the week, which is a lot. He needs to have some, real sustenance on hand. He also needs to have some really quick stuff. So the meals that I've been making and sending him and the leftovers I've been sending him are great, but a lot of the time they're just sitting in the fridge or the freezer at work and going bad or being forgotten about because he's working through his lunch break just to try and get out. So he's leaving at 4 a.m. and getting home at 8. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to send him with a box of these, maybe 2 boxes of these, that he can literally just pour in with some hot water and some milk. I'm going to have to buy, just reminded me, I'm going to have to buy some more milk this week for work. And then he can have quick coffees that he can literally just pour and go. I've also sent sugar, so I'll do that. I get these on special. I only buy these on special. These are $3.50. $3.50 every 3 to 4 weeks. These are our absolute favorite. And we don't really like the Nescafe, except for the Tim Tam. Tim Tam's nice. The other thing is we have this. So he loves meat pies. Also, it's something that he could hold one-handed and eat while he's working, and it's something hot. He gets there quite early in the morning and it's quite cold. So having something hot on hand is helpful. So I'm going to be grabbing one of these a week at least and just stocking the fridge with them, the freezer at work with them. And I'll still be sending leftovers and apples and things like muesli bars. But we're going to be doing things like buying this and these coffee satchels for him. Make his life a little easier. So obviously he's working a lot of hours. He's bringing in a little bit more money, which is great for all of our goals. I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to set aside a small portion to increase his lunch budget, if that makes sense. Moving on, the kids asked for cereal. They have been eating porridge pretty much every single day for quite a while. We still have a ton of oats. We're still going to be using those. I'm still going to be putting them into baking, all of that. Great. But what I wanted to get them was some cheap cereal. Not this is cheap, this is a brand name. But some cereal for them to sort of alternate and have as well. So these were $4.50. I grabbed this one for my big boy. He really wants it. They'll both eat it. And my daughter likes this one, but I got this one to put into the kids' trail mix. You guys, if you've been following for a while, know I make trail mix for the kids for school, which means something like this, which is $4.50, would make a ton of trail mix along with some popcorn and some dried fruits and nuts and seeds and all of that. This is a good investment for our trail mix, and she'll probably have a bowl or two for cereal as well. So there it is. I used my return and earn vouchers that I had. That was $19.70 off, so that was good. I also paid with everyday pay, because if I make 3 everyday pay purchases this month, I'll get an extra 600 bonus points. I also got 5 times bonus points on the frozen stuff and 3 times bonus points on the carrots. And if I spend $100 at Woolworths, by the end of the month, I get an extra 2,700 points. So I'll get another $20 off my shopping. So there's that. This came to $68 and 20-something cents, including the household stuff. So the $2 there and the $11.50 there, so $13.50. So yeah, we're a little bit over budget, but that's okay. I still think we're doing pretty well. I definitely wanted to stock up on the polenta since it was on special, and some frozen veggies to go with all the stuff we're making. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, which is every other day. and I will catch you in the next video.